I started shooting when I was maybe 5 years old. I picked up my parents' film camera and went into the woods and started photographing birds and the groundhogs and thought I wanted to be a wildlife photographer. But that's what really first gave me that moment where you take a picture and you feel this perfect moment. From there, I started eventually taking pictures of people, and that's sort of where I found what I really wanted to be doing, was photographing maybe the human condition in some way. So I'm from St. John, New Brunswick. Growing up in an industrial port city, I remember when I was, I think, 9 years old, I was driving over the Harbor Bridge in St. John with my dad, and I looked over at the smokestacks and I asked him if that factory made all of the clouds in the world, and he told me that they don't make clouds, they make money. And ever since then, I've had this interest in the lives of people who live around heavy industry, and that's definitely informed most of the work that I do now as a photographer. I started this story, The Cloud Factory, based on that story, and it's sort of about the environmental classism in the city. There's a big gap between the rich and the poor, and there's a big juxtaposition of extreme industry and this beautiful scenic nature. I really wanted to tell that story because it's a story I didn't see being told at all. I think the camera allows you to experience certain things and go certain places that you would never be able to otherwise. I often find myself in situations where I'll be in someone's home and I've been sitting in their house for so long that they've forgotten I'm there. People are like, how did you take these pictures where it doesn't even look like you're there? And the only answer is that I have a camera and I have a purpose. So it sort of allows you to have these unique experiences. When the Flint water crisis began, I decided that I should buy a car and drive to Flint. And I fell in love with the city, and I continued to go back since then and try to tell different stories about the city that aren't necessarily about the water. Most recently about the Flint Jaguars, which was both a football and a basketball team, and they're the last two high school team for each sport in the city. So what I found was a group of guys who were extremely passionate and lived within the confines of some negative circumstances, but really believed in their teammates and all had this common goal and were fighting for it, and there was something really beautiful in that. Loyalist opened the door to the industry for me. As soon as I got there, it was like something clicked, and I was able to sit down one-on-one so many times with these incredible profs who really understood what I was trying to say. I think the most beautiful part of this job is being able to create these deep relationships with people all over the world, and you leave your heart in every single one of these people that you photograph.